back in session. Let the record reflect the presence of defendant, defense counsel. The prosecution is present, as are requires of fact. When we took our recess, we left it with the post-prosecution case motion. I've been advised that perhaps, because I'm juggling at the present time 3 different mock trial fact patterns and rules, that perhaps this is not the one where you make that motion. So it'd still be interesting to hear you make a motion to respond, but if you're not prepared to respond to anything, then I'm not going to force anybody to make any motions. So that's my bad. I was thinking about a different trial that I'm working on, so forgive me for that. With that in mind, my understanding is at the close of the prosecution's case, we asked defense whether or not they wish to offer evidence. I believe the response was in the affirmative. So to that extent, if you're willing to and want to call witnesses, now would be the time to do so.
Yes, Your Honor. The defense would like to first call to the stand Mr. Neldews.
I'll remind you, you've been sworn to tell the truth. Counsel, you may inquire when ready.
Mr. News, could you please introduce yourself to the court?
Yes, my name is Neldews.
And could you tell the court a little bit about yourself, Mr. News?
I'm an up-and-coming reality TV star.
And what does that entail?
Well, I've been going around different, reality TV shows, including The Saboteurs.
And what was your involvement in the Saboteurs?
Oh, I was a saboteur alongside Charlie Martin, a co-saboteur, and Rob Armstrong, he was a member on the show as well.
What do you do as a saboteur?
Well, you sabotage people, in order to get them killed or eliminated from the show.
How would I get someone killed or eliminated?
Well, there's 2 different ways to do that. You have the formal sabotage and you have informal sabotage.
How would I formally sabotage someone?
To formally sabotage a person, you decide on who you're going to sabotage. You tell the producer that. They give you a list of different sabotages you can do. You choose one, and the producer does that sabotage for you.
How do you informally sabotage a player?
Well, when you're informally sabotaging someone, you don't have to go through anyone. You just decide who you're going to sabotage, decide what sabotage you're going to do, and you do it yourself.
Would that be disclosed anywhere?
Yeah, it's in the pitch deck of the show.
Would you recognize this pitch deck if I showed it to you?
Yes, I would.
Your Honor, let the record reflect that I'm approaching opposing counsel with what's been pre-marked as Exhibit 1.
Exhibit 1.
Yes, Your Honor. Let the record reflect I'm approaching my witness in turn.
So noted.
Would Your Honor's like a courtesy copy?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Mr. Dews, what did I just hand you?
You just handed me the pitch deck for the saboteurs.
Does it appear to be clear and unmarked?
Sorry, you handed me the what?
The pitch deck for the saboteurs.
Pitch deck? Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm going to describe what that is for us. Go ahead. Ask your question.
Does it appear to be clear and unmarked?
Yeah.
Your Honor, pursuant to stipulation 11, this is pre-admitted, and all objections are made.
Is that your understanding? Pre-admitted and therefore admissible at this point?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Exhibit 1 is received by the court.
Mr. Dews, is it disclosed anywhere in this pitch deck that informal sabotages are allowed?
Yes, it is.
Where would that be located?
That would be located, Rule 8.
Could you please read Rule 8?
Sure. Nothing in the rules prevents any player, saboteur,
Hold on. Where is Rule 8?
Page 2, Your Honor.
Thank you. Full guidance. Thank you. Got it.
Nothing in the rules prevents any player, saboteur, or noble from informal sabotage.
Thank you, Mr. Dews. Let the record reflect I'm retrieving Exhibit 1 from my witness.
So noted.
Mr. Dews, I want to talk about the environment on saboteurs. Could you tell me a little bit of what that was like for you?
Oh yeah, it was very high pressure. We had to think on our feet, move quickly, improvise a bit, keep the ratings up.
Why was that the expectation?
Well, this was the all-star season. Contestants from previous seasons all coming together. This was a big deal. I mean, even the producers were going crazy trying to make sure this went perfect.
What were they doing?
Well, They offered us saboteurs $50,000 in order to keep 3 contestants on the show to keep it good.
They offered you $50,000. Did they do anything else?
Yeah, I was worried that one of those individuals was already going to be voted off, as we had already done the voting to eliminate someone, and I was made aware that that could be changed in order to make sure that didn't happen. And that made me believe that the show was rigged.
I want to take a step back and talk about the language that was used on the show. Earlier you mentioned murder and kill. What does that mean in the context of the show?
Oh, that just means that you eliminate them from the show. It's just the normal way that you talk on the show. You know, you vote them out, you killed them. Oh, they lost the challenge, they were murdered. You know, it's just normal talk.
I want to talk about the relationship between Charlie Martin and Rob Armstrong. Did you ever witness any interactions between the two?
Yeah, during the first dinner, right before the first challenge, there was this one point where Charlie says to Rob, "I'm going to murder you."
And were you startled by this statement?
No, not at all. I mean, like I said, that was just the normal lingo on the show.
Mr. Reeves, I want to talk about a wood cleaner. Did you recall ever seeing anything like that on set?
Yeah, in the basement in a supplies closet.
And would you recognize a label of that cleaner if I showed it to you?
Yeah, I would.
Your Honor, let the record reflect that I'm opposing counsel with what's been pre-marked as Exhibit 13.
So noted. It's already in evidence.
Yes, Your Honor. Let the record reflect I'm also approaching my witness in terms of Exhibit 13.
Noted.
Mr. Deuce, what did I just say to you?
You just handed me the label for oxalic acid.
And would Your Honor like a courtesy copy?
I think we have it, didn't we? There it is.
Would you guys like a color copy?
I don't know that we need it. There's something on your 13. It's not on my 13. It looks like.
It's just color rules.
Yeah, but I mean, what you have on yours is on 2 pages of mine.
Yes, Your Honor.
Gotcha. Go ahead.
Could you please describe this exhibit to me?
Yeah, it's very colorful, very vibrant. I see a lot of pink, blue, yellow. I even see some hearts on some of the words. It's very fun looking.
And Mr. Hughes, does it say anywhere that this could be toxic?
Let me see. Oh yeah, right here. It's in very small text. It says, it may be fatal at high concentration.
All right, that's not responsive. The question was, does it say that it's toxic? Is that the question?
Yes, Your
All
Honor.
right, does it say toxic on
Yeah, right above it. It's still rather small text. It does say the word toxic.
it? Okay, let's point that out.
I
Talking
can-
about here, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
On the second section,
Mhm.
right.
I can retrieve that, Mr. Hughes. I have no further questions at this time.
Thank you. Cross-examination?
Good afternoon, Mr. Deuce. You are aware that Rob Armstrong betrayed Charlie, correct?
Yeah, during the season 2 finale.
And you know that Charlie faced utter humiliation, correct?
Yes, that did.
And during the first day of filming, you heard Charlie say, "This time I'm going to murder you," to Rob Armstrong, correct?
I'd like to object, Your Honor, under Rule 403. May I be heard?
Objection number 403, go ahead.
We believe that these statements by Charlie Martin are being used out of context and being taken at face value. They were being utilized in the context of the game show, which the witness had already testified that that was common language and that it was not a literal statement. And we believe that the prosecution is offering it to be taken as such.
All right, well,
Therefore,
I'm a little confused at the outset about statement of Charlie. Who are we
Yeah.
talking about?
Mayor, Your Honor.
No, I'm more interested in what the prosecution has to say to that.
Your Honor, may I consult with co-counsel?
Sure.
Your Honor, this is for the trier of fact. The defense counsel has provided this term on the rec, but it is more for the effect on the listener.
Yeah, well, I'm more curious about who Charlie is. Your question was Charlie, right?
Yes,
What
Charlie.
are we talking about?
We're talking about Charlie, something Charlie said. And then in that point, it would be party opponent, which means that we are, as the prosecution, can use the defendants.
Not until you link up Charlie with defendant at some point, with this witness. Have a seat.
Yes, Your Honor.
Go ahead and ask a question.
Yes. Are you familiar with Charlie Martin?
Yes, I am.
So, Charlie Martin, you knew that Charlie Martin faced utter humiliation, correct?
Hold on. I think you're still a little off track. I was trying to help you, and I guess I shouldn't do that, but I was trying to help you to link up this defendant with Charlie Martin. So the question you need to ask this witness should be the next question to link up the person he's talking about is Charlie Martin and the defendant. Can you do that for us?
Yes. Now, Deuce, who is Charlie Martin?
Charlie Martin is the defendant in this case.
Will you be able to point out Charlie Martin with an article of clothing?
Yes, I would.
May do so.
She is over there by the defense counsel table in the white sweater.
I'll note for the record that the witness is pointing to the defendant in this action, Charlie Martin. You may proceed.
So, you are aware that Rob Armstrong betrayed Charlie Martin, correct?
Yes, during the season 2 finale.
And you know that Charlie Martin faced utter humiliation, right?
Yeah, that did happen.
And during the first day of filming, you heard Charlie say, "This time I'm going to murder you," to Rob Armstrong, correct?
Your Honor, I'd like to re-raise my objection on the same grounds. This is being used to mislead the jury, as the statements are being taken in a literal sense. And we understand that the bar is extremely high, but we do feel as if that has been met.
All right. I'm going to allow the witness to respond to the question, and I'm going to deny your objection. You can ask questions on cross-examination. Right? Or redirect, right?
Yes,
Is your
Your-
witness?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm confused because you're backward.
I'm going to re-ask.
Overruled, go ahead.
I'm going to re-ask the question. During the first day of filming, you heard Charlie say, "This time I'm going to murder you," to Rob Armstrong, correct?
Yes, he did say that.
And as everyone was leaving the dinner, you heard Charlie say, "I'm going to get you for real this time," right?
Yeah, I think I heard him say that.
The first day of filming involved contestants standing on a log in water, correct?
Yeah.
And you saw Charlie Martin pour oil into Rob's log, correct?
Yeah, an informal sabotage.
Even though Charlie was not a saboteur at this time, right?
Well, yeah, but informal sabotages can be done by anyone.
But he wasn't a saboteur at this time, correct?
Correct. Saboteurs weren't chosen yet.
Okay. So this sabotage was against the rules, correct?
No, the rule stated that any person on the show, noble or saboteur, could do informal sabotage.
But Mr. Dews, you just testified that Charlie Martin was not yet a saboteur, was not elected to be a saboteur, correct?
Right, but it's not just saboteurs that are in that rule. It's both saboteurs and nobles.
But he was not a saboteur up to this point, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Charlie excessively suggested sabotages targeting Rob, correct?
Yeah.
And some of these sabotages went too far and were vetoed by production, correct?
Yeah, there were a couple that were he was told not to do.
Such as putting rat poisoning in Rob Armstrong's food, correct?
Objection, Your Honor, to lack of foundation. There hasn't been any foundation laid that my witness would be aware of this.
Your Honor, may I be heard?
Please.
I just asked the witness to testify that there were sabotages that were targeting Rob, such as putting rat poisoning into Rob Armstrong's food.
Yeah, well, presuming the question you're asking is within the scope of this witness's knowledge, assuming that, Kate, because I don't know what this witness knows,
Yes.
and I assume you know better than I do.
Yes.
If that's the point of the question, I'm going to allow it. So overrule your objection.
Yes, Your
You
Honor.
can follow up.
I'm going to ask the question again. So, sabotages such as putting rat poisoning into Rob Armstrong's food, correct?
Yeah, he did say that, but I feel like that was just in the kind of like language of the show. Like I didn't believe he was being serious about that.
So that's a yes to my question.
Yes.
And other sabotages like drugging Rob Armstrong's water, correct?
Yeah, but the same thing as before. I didn't actually believe he meant that.
So is that a yes to my question?
Yes.
And when these sabotages were vetoed, Charlie said if not now, he would get Rob later, correct?
Yeah, he did say that.
And you discovered that Charlie was going to be voted off, right?
I hadn't heard about that yet.
Is that a yes or no to my question?
Yeah.
And you told them, correct?
I told who?
You told Charlie Martin that they were going to be voted off, correct?
I told him that that was what was being said.
And in response, Charlie Martin freaked out, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it was just all part of the game.
And they said Rob couldn't get away with that again, right?
Yeah, he did say that.
And later that day, Charlie told you Rob would be gone forever, correct?
Yeah, although after that he whispered that he was just playing it up for the cameras.
But that's a yes to my question, correct?
Yes, he said this.
And after dinner that night, you saw Charlie holding a bottle of oxalic acid, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yes? Is that a yes
Yes.
to my question? And Charlie was informed that the oxalic acid was indeed dangerous, correct?
Yeah, yeah, he was told that.
Okay. I'm going to direct your attention to Exhibit 13, which is pre-admitted. And may you read the top right corner of that exhibit, please? Yes, that part.
Oxalic acid, corrosive, toxic.
And the words toxic is on there, correct?
Yeah, it's kind of small text, but it is there.
It's on there, correct?
Yes.
Okay. No further questions, Your Honor.
Thank you. Do you wish to redirect the witness?
Yes, Your Honor. Very
Please do.
Mr. Dees, you can go legal. What did Charlie Martin do after you saw him with his oxalic acid?
Oh, he just put it back in the supplies closet.
And are the writing on the label big or small?
Oh, I'd say small. At first glance, I wouldn't even see that word.
I can retrieve that exhibit for you. Your Honor, let the record reflect that I'm approaching my witness with Exhibit 1.
So noted.
Mr. Deuce, could you please read rule number 3, which is lines 43 through 44 on page 1?
Sure. They must unanimously agree on their target, but only one saboteur can perform sabotage.
What does that mean, Mr. Deuce?
Oh, it just means that each saboteur has to agree unanimously on the target that they're going to sabotage.
I can retrieve that exhibit for you. No further questions at this time, Your Honor.
Thank you. Recross? No, we are.
No, Your Honor.
You may step down. Thank you. Defense, they call it witness.
Yes, Your Honor. At this time, the defense calls Dr. Lisa Lynn to the stand.
Dr. Lynn, please step forward to the witness stand. I'll remind you, you've been sworn to tell the truth. Please have a seat. Counsel, you may ask when ready.
Yes, Your Honor. Good evening. Please state and spell your name for the record.
My name is Dr. Michelin, Micachalin.
What do you do for work, Dr. Lynn?
I am the Chief Clinical Psychologist at the FEC.
What is the FEC?
The FEC is the Forensic Evaluation Council.
Do Do you need an educational background to work there?
Yes, I have my BS in psychology that I got from Carnegie Mellon, and then I have a Doctor of Psychology from Pepperdine University.
What has your professional experience been since you got that education?
I have over 20 years of experience in the field of psychology.
Do you have any specialization?
Yes, I specialize in both forensic and clinical psychology.
Have you ever worked with reality TV before?
Yes, I worked for 2 years as the psychological consultant at Pullman and Smith Production Studios, where I evaluated hundreds of potential participants, and I also wrote a paper on the psychological effects of participating in reality television.
I want to talk about today's case. Why are you testifying?
I did the psychological evaluation of Charlie Martin.
Did you review any external materials prior to doing that evaluation?
Yes, I reviewed all available footage of both Season 2 and Season 10 of The Saboteurs, along with the psychological evaluations done by Cell Club Studios prior to both of those seasons.
And what do those reports tell you?
For Season 2, Charlie Martin showed no signs of any psychological illness, but for Season 10, they diagnosed Charlie with both borderline PTSD and borderline OCPD.
Let's move on to your evaluation itself. What steps did you take to Charlie?
I started with an interview with observations, then I moved on to the Big 5 index with a subscale, and then for my forensic evaluation, I used the MSC and the RCRAS.
So I want to walk through this in a little bit more detail. What were you looking for in your interview?
I was looking for how Charlie Martin reacted to certain things, more specifically Rob Armstrong and the Saboteurs.
And what were you able to conclude?
I was able to conclude that for the beginning of Season 2, Charlie Martin used more positive terms to describe Rob Armstrong and the Saboteurs, but towards the end of Season 2, that tone shifted to be more negative.
Let's move on and talk about the Big 5 index. Can you tell me a little bit more about what that is?
The Big 5 Index is a 44-question survey that evaluates 5 big personality types. In psychology, we have a fun little acronym to remember them all. It's either OCEAN if you're cool, CANOE if you're lame. It stands for openness, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism.
How long does filling out these 44 questions typically take?
It typically takes less than 10 minutes.
How long did it take Charlie?
About 8 minutes.
Now, are these all answers that are self-reported by the patient?
Yes.
Is it possible that a patient could manipulate their answers to skew the results of the test?
While it is possible, I used the self-deceptive enhancement subscale of the balanced inventory for desirable responding alongside the Big 5 index to help mitigate any deceptive and self-deceptive answers.
I want to take a step back and look at your evaluation as a whole. What conclusions, if any, were you able to draw about Charlie Martin?
I was able to conclude that Charlie Martin was just trying to win the game show, and that she viewed any act of sabotage on the show as harmless, along with that she could be easily manipulated and has both emotional and impulsivity control issues.
Were you able to make any diagnoses of Charlie Martin?
Yes, I diagnosed Charlie Martin with PTSD and OCD.
Were you able to identify the cause of PTSD?
Yes, I can say to a reasonable degree of psychological certainty that the cause of the PTSD was the betrayal that Charlie Martin faced at the end of Season 2.
Did, to your knowledge, Charlie's PTSD impact her at all during Season 10?
Yes, while on Season 10, she was constantly re-traumatized by being back on the show, and she experienced a temporary break from reality the night before the filming of Episode 9.
Nothing further to say.
Thank you, counsel. Prosecution, do you wish to cross-examine the witness?
Yes, Your Honor.
You may proceed.
Just a moment. Cross an attorney's name. I don't have you on my sheet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you write it down?
Just state your name.
It's Farrell, so F-A-R-E. It's also true. Thank you, Your Honor. got it. All right. Good afternoon, Dr. Lynn. You work for a private clinic, is that right?
Yes, that is correct.
And this clinic is not a governmental agency?
No, it is not.
And your clinic bills by the hour, is that right?
Yes.
And this billing is $750 an hour?
Yes, that is correct.
And, you know, a part of that, for standing trial today, you're getting a $10,000 additional fee.
Yeah, that's right.
I want to move into a part of your evaluation for Charlie Martin. You met Charlie Martin as a part of your evaluation. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
And this was for roughly 6.5 hours.
Yes, that is the industry standard.
And you didn't reach out to any outside sources?
I did feel the need to because all of this happened within the scope of the television show.
So that's a yes to my question.
Yes.
You didn't reach out to any family members?
No.
No friends?
No.
And, you know, in fact, you relied on Charlie Martin's own assessment of his interpretation of the show.
Yes, I did rely on her interpretation of the show.
Her interpretation. And this was without any actual verification of if these events were true or not?
While there was no verification, there is safety nets built into all psychological testing to help mitigate deceptive answers.
But that's a yes to my question.
Yes.
I want to move into more of your evaluation. You said that Charlie Martin had likely experienced PTSD.
Yes.
And isn't it true that she had no prior mental health history?
Yes, that is true.
And it's also true that this PTSD was only borderline.
At the beginning of season 10, it was only borderline, but when I made my evaluation, I diagnosed it as fully.
Let's get into season 10. Martin came back on her own accord, is that correct?
Yes, to my knowledge.
This was without it being forced.
Yeah, that is my understanding.
She was not threatened in any way.
To my understanding.
And you made your conclusions on what defense counsel had provided for you, is that correct?
Yes, along with my own evaluations.
And you adopted these as both true and accurate.
My own evaluations, yes.
And, you know, this was without any actual verification of whether these were true.
As I said, there is safety nets built in to help make sure that the answers are the truth.
Is that a yes or no to my question?
Can you repeat your question?
Yes. This was without any actual verification of whether these were both true or accurate.
It is, I just took them as that they were the truth.
So you didn't do any verification whatsoever as to checking if these were either true or false.
The only verification would be Charlie Martin.
And you didn't, you know, even think to re-administer any of the tests, did you?
I didn't feel the need to administer any of my own tests.
When Charlie was asked to describe Rob, she used the words evil,
Yes, describe Rob towards the end of season 2.
narcissist,
Yes.
vain,
Yes.
and when asked to describe her feelings towards Rob, she used the term loathing.
Yes.
And just to clarify for the jury, this was after Rob's death.
Yes, that is correct. I was asking her to recall past feelings.
And Charlie said that Rob was a consistent reminder